right, folks, thanks for joining us. Got a late start with commentary here, but your Troy Trojans, if you're joining us right now, are playing the Troy Bruins. So Battle of Troy takes place tonight at Hobart Arena, historic venue, and a great battle at hand. Currently, the Trojans are up by 1. Dylan has it in the neutral zone. He enters in with speed, slapped away by the Bruins. Shot from the corner by Trojan player. Bruins have it in the neutral zone. It's tapped away. Puck in Trojan territory. It's going to be collected by Dylan in front. He takes a little slip and falls. Puck is cleared out of the zone, and Trojans look to get a change. Bruins have it behind their own net, and puck goes the length of the ice. Looks like icing may be the call, and it is. 12:52 on the clock, first period. Trojans up by 1. Face-off will be in Bruins territory. Referee gets set. Knisley takes the drop. It's one over to the corner. Campbell's there to spin it into the boards. It goes behind the Bruins goalie. Bruins have possession of it. Schweitzer steps up, makes a hit. Puck travels the length of the ice. Knisley is in pursuit. He's going to collect it before icing is called. He rims it around. Winning is there. Puts pressure. It gets back into Trojan territory. Currently behind Miramontes. Puck is sent up and around. Winning has it. He's going to be skating with Smith. 2-on-2 develops. Winning with some fancy moves. Passes over to Smith. Smith tries to take a shot, but a stick gets in the way. Puck is along the board. Stuck in the feet. Knisley able to come away with it. Some physical contact in the corner. Miramontes is yelling from his crease that there's a cherry picker, and so Schweitzer takes a look and sees that, steps up, helps out. Has the puck, sends it over, great pass over Knisley. Knisley with a nice little dangle, walks it in, and it is going to be a save. Hockey is a game of time and space, and Knisley had both. Both teams look to change. .11:48, first period. Puck drops, won by the Trojans, collected by Beidel. Beidel backhands it into the zone. Miklajewski is there, and he sends it back to Beidel. Beidel sends it in front to Scalise. Scalise redirects, goes along the board. Scalise able to get a stick on it, sends it backhand back behind the Bruins goalie. Puck is rimmed around. Bruins player able to chip it out of the zone. We got a 3-on-1 develops. Bruins take a shot, save Miramontes. Big glove save. Shots on goal so far are 4 for the Trojans and 1 for the Bruins. Dylan gets set for the face-off. Puck drop, and it is won back into the corner, but a Bruins player is there to collect it. Puck is scrambling back behind in front now of Miramontes. Look, it was very loose. Nobody could see it. Puck back in the corner. Little battle caught in the feet of the Trojan and Bruins player. Quite a tangle. The puck still caught along the board. Skates and sticks trying to dig it out. Bruins player is going to come away with it. He tries to wrap around. Miramontes has his pad there. It is a save. Still loose in front. Miklajewski gets the puck. He's going to carry it through the neutral zone. He's going to go wide. Loses an edge, goes down. Bruins player comes away with the puck. 2-on-2 develops almost, but Carson Smith says nope and takes the puck away. Stuck along the boards in the neutral zone. Spirito takes a step, puck comes out. Miklajewski has the puck. He looked to send that far side, but it was intercepted. Carson Smith's going to come away with it. Tried to make a move to get it out of the zone, and it was stopped. Puck goes back into Trojan territory. Beidel has it. Beidel makes a stretch pass up to Winning. Winning sends it over to Knisley. Knisley tries to go into the zone, but gets surrounded by Bruins players. Puck goes into the corner, and rimmed around length of the ice. Looks like icing will be the call. Shots now equal at 4 shots on goal for both teams. Trojans up by 1, 9:40 first period. Face-off will be in Bruins territory. Hard rush develops. Brady Campbell is there to collect the puck and send it up off the boards. Unable to get it out of the zone, it's sent back in. Schweitzer sends it up for a nice breakout pass to Winning to Smith. Smith stops, puts the brakes on, takes a shot. It goes high and wide, rims around. Schweitzer's there to put pressure from the point. He steps in, Nisley comes out to cover. Nisley will pick the puck up, takes a look, sends it up to Winning. Winning will get it at the blue line, enters into the zone, sends it over. Winning has the puck back behind the net. He maintains possession and control, sends it on goal. Shot deflected into the corner. Smith is there. Nisley comes away with it, tried to make a move, couldn't get the shot off, and it is stolen by a Bruins player. Schweitzer playing defense, able to slow that down. Bruins send it into the zone. Schweitzer's going to pick it up in the corner. Does a nice little cut and redirect, but it's going to be tapped away by one of the Bruins players. Smith sends it up and around the boards, and it goes to the point where the Bruins player takes a shot, but Miramontes saves. 8:24 first period, Trojans up by 1. So line change for Trojans. Dillon comes out for the face-off. Gets set, face-off. Sent back into the Trojan territory. There are 2 Bruins players there. Beidel is in pursuit as well as Dillon. Dillon bodied the Bruins player. It's sent up to, looks like McGowan. McGowan hard with speed, goes into the zone, but it's going to be sent out, recollected by Beidel in the neutral zone. He sends it in, shot on goal. It is put out behind the net. Beidel on the blue line. Going to be picked up in the neutral zone by a Bruins player. It's a nice poke check by Miramontes to send that away. Still controlled by the Bruins at the point, and Miramontes with the save. Face-off will be in Trojan territory. Whistle blows. Nisley comes to get set. He's joined by Smith and Winning. Ooh, a shot goes across the front of the net. Miramontes went down but did not make a save. It just went in front of him. Puck sent back behind the net. Players digging at it, trying to get it out. It's still in the corner. Going to be picked up. Nice pass to Winning. Winning has it with speed, going with Smith. Winning goes wide, takes a shot, and it is in the back of the net. Goal for the Trojans at 7:16. Winning went wide with speed and looked like it was a 5-hole. The goalie, I'm not sure, he thought he went down quick enough to stop it, and he clearly did not. Line change for the Trojans. Dillon comes out, face off, one back by Dillon to Beidel. Beidel sends it up and out of play. It almost went off the glass, but it caught the penalty box where there was no glass. So face off will be in Trojan territory. 7-11 first period. Trojans up 2-0. Dillon gets set, puck drop. Trojans come away with it. Fortner sends it up along the boards to Dillon. Dillon tripped but gets up, makes a pass. Good pass to Sentman. Bruins player somehow lost his stick there. Dillon goes in, puts pressure along the boards, and Bruins kind of get tripped up on their own 2 feet. Bruins have it back behind the net. Sentman goes in to play the body. Bruins come away with it. Not quite kept in. Bruins surging. Stick lift there by Fortner. Dillon comes away with speed. He's going to carry the puck. He's going the length of the ice all the way down. Not able to get a shot off, we're going to have a call. It is on the Bruins. Cross-check, minor penalty, 55, Bruins is the call. So Trojans going to go up on the power play. They've got fresh legs out. Nice gets set for the face-off. Bruins player gets thrown off out of the face-off circle. What happens there is if one of the players reacts too quickly, the referee will kick them out and have a substitute take the face-off. Puck goes the length of the ice, but it's going to be picked up by Campbell. Campbell takes it back behind Miramontes, rims it around to Beidel. Beidel has it in the corner. He looks stretch pass, far stretch pass. Was aiming for Smith. Campbell gets the puck again with someone in pursuit of him. Chipped, almost up by Nisley. Beidel comes away with it. Beidel taking his time. He's going to decide to skate with it. He's going to skate it into the zone. Takes a backhand shot and going to be saved. Face-off will be in Bruins territory. Nisley gets set. Schweitzer and Campbell on D. Puck comes back to Schweitzer. Schweitzer takes a shot. It's deflected off the Bruins' shin pads. Winning has the puck. He's carrying it, continuing to carry it. Goes wide, sends it over around in front, off the stick of Nisley. Deflected into the corner. Smith is there. Smith kicks it up, does some soccer moves, and keeps the puck alive. Sent in. Campbell does the puck, and it goes to Nisley where he tries to one time, can't quite get it off. It was a good thinking on his part, and it's going to be a save by the Bruins. Fresh legs come out for the Trojans. 47 seconds remains on the Bruins penalty. Face-off won by Dillon, back to the point. Shot by Schweitzer is deflected off of a Bruins player's stick, goes up. Puck travels the length of the ice. Schweitzer is in pursuit to get that puck and do a breakout. Mikolajewski is there as well along the boards. Dillon's going to come away with the puck back behind the net. He has time and space, can look to set something up here. He makes a stretch pass to Mikolajewski. It goes off his skates. Puck is sent back and around. Schweitzer has it into the zone. Schweitzer enters into the zone, decides to send it to the corner and cut back to the blue line. Puck travels the length of the ice once more. 4:35 first period. Bruins player in hot pursuit. Puck is sent up to the boards by Miramontes. Referee kind of gets in the way. Schweitzer picks up the puck, sends it over to Dillon, but a Bruins player intercepts it, and it's in the corner. Dillon able to get his stick on it, takes it back around the back of the net, sends it over to Scalise. Scalise sends it reversal to the other direction. Campbell's there back behind the net. Campbell sends it up to Scalise. Scalise tries to chip it backwards, able to get it now on forehand over to Mikolajewski. He's got the puck, enters into the zone, takes a shot, deflected off the Bruins player. Dillon is there as well, looking for the pass, but it is deflected from a Bruins player. Dillon with the puck behind the net, and it's going to be saved. Bruins didn't like what happened there. There's some little pushing and shoving and some pleasantries being exchanged. Trojans are going to change up. 3:46 first period, Trojans up 2-0. Shots on goal currently now for the Trojans 12 and 8 for the Bruins. Puck drop. Nisley took the face off. It's kind of scrambling there in people's feet. Deflected off of Smith's feet, but collected by the Bruins. Sent in from the point by the Bruins. Spirito goes in, put the body on the man. Bruins still have it. Another shot deflected into the corner. Spirito there behind the net to pick it up, rim it around to Beidel. Beidel has it, carries it up along the boards. Beidel has some time. He's going to take his time, enter into the zone. Goes behind the net. Still has the puck on his stick, sends it up the boards, but a Bruins player there to collect it. Bruins player can't keep the puck on his stick. Spirito takes a step, collected by Winning. Bruins get in the way. Winning takes a cut, shot, deflected. Spirito there to pick it up, sends it up. It was kind of an awkward shot. Puck was rolling. Almost tapped in backhand by Knisley. Winning has it behind the net, sends it up to Spirito. Spirito with time takes a nice shot, again deflected by Bruins. The Bruins are going to have lots of bruises because they are blocking shots left and right. Spirito looks to clear, sends it up to Smith. Stuck along the boards, back to Spirito. Spirito in the corner, comes in, takes a hit. Winning has the puck, makes a move over to Knisley. Knisley bounces it off the boards to himself. He gets his speed set. Goes to take a cut, gets sandwiched between two Bruins players. Spirito able to slow that down, but the puck squeaks out. Beidel goes into the corner, loses an edge, falls down. Puck goes in front. McGowan was part of that rush as well. Carson looked to send that out. Puck rimmed around, but now it's back behind the Trojans goalie. Smith went to leave the zone and take the puck with him, but Bruins was able to slow it down. Additional legs come out for Trojans. Puck is going to be collected in center ice by Campbell. Campbell gave a hard hit rather. Saunders Jr. sends that puck down and around behind the net. And it's going to be going the length of the ice. Campbell's there to pick it up. He has lots of time. 1:13 first period. Puck is sent to McGowan. Goes to Dillon. Dillon dishes it back up to McGowan, but unfortunately offsides is the call. .105 first period. Trojans up 2-0. Shots on goal, 13 for your Trojans and 9 for the Bruins. Face off, collected by the Bruins. I giggle there because the puck, again, it seems to just be hitting off of players left and right. Saunders Jr. gets a pass from Schweitzer. Along the boards, Dillon is there. He's trying to help support. Schweitzer steps up. Puck goes back. McGowan is there to help relieve on D. Bruins come in to give a hard hit. McGowan braced himself nice for that. Shot from the point by Bruins player and save Miramontes. 32.8 seconds on the clock, first period. Referee blows the whistle. Puck drops. Smith comes away with it, sends it around back behind Miramontes. Winning is also there to pick it up in reverse directions. Skating with speed, but puck is knocked away. Winning still has the puck on his stick. He sends it up to Smith. Nice pass. Smith and Knisley enter into the zone. Smith takes a nice hard shot. Saved by the Bruins goalie. He actually knocked the net off of its peg during that save. 9.6 seconds left in the first period. Your Trojans looking really well this first period. Lots of opportunities. Nicely gets set. Puck drops. Winning sends it back to Beidel. Beidel with the puck takes a shot, save by the Bruins goalie. 2 seconds left in the first period. Referee blows the whistle. Puck drops. And time expires for the first period. All right, players head to the ice to listen to coach's comments. Again, this is the Battle of Troy, where your Troy Trojans are battling the Troy Bruins. Shots on goal, 15 for the Trojans, 10 for the Bruins. in this game. The Trojans, as I said earlier, have had lots of time and space. One of the key things to do when you have time and space is make sure that you slow down and make a purposeful play. Lots of the blocks that happen were rushing shots. So I would anticipate some of the conversation may be slow down, take your time, take a look, and make a purposeful play. If you've got time, make a hockey play. 15 minutes gets on the clock. We will change directions. And out we will have Knisley for the face-off, along with Winning, Smith, Spirito, and Beidel on defense. Goalies head to their respective nets. Referee checks in with both. They indicate that they are good. Timekeeper says they're good as well. Whistle blows, puck drops, and we are off in the second period. Spirito goes in, sends the puck over to Winning. Winning able to maintain control of the puck. Bruins player comes in to apply the body. Winning returns the favor. Bruins look to send that out of the zone, but they're calling offsides. I thought they were saying that it was offsides, but it's not. So it's picked up by the Trojan player, Beidel, behind their net. He redirects it. Thought the referee was calling for offsides and that the Trojans would have to clear, but he was yelling that it was good. So Trojans maintaining possession in Bruins territory. Winning has the puck come off his stick. It goes out to Knisley. Knisley took a shot. Winning recollects, sends it in front to Smith. Smith with a one-timer, not able to finish the deal, but it was a really nice shot and great pass. The puck didn't exit out of the zone, was still good, but Bruins are going to come away and send it down the length of the ice. Miramontes comes out to slow it down. Spirito is there to collect it. Spirito is getting sandwiched there by a couple Bruins players. Knisley's going to come away with speed and an opportunity. We got a 2-on-1 developing. Nice move by, oh my word, what a beautiful goal by Knisley. Goodness, that's one to watch again. He traveled through with speed, tucked it in, top shelf, bar down behind the Bruins goalie. That goalie's going to have some nightmares about that shot. 3-0 is the score, 13:42 in the second period. That was a pretty goal. Dylan gets set for the face-off. He's going to come away with it. He's going to try to carry it forward, but it's going to come away from his stick. Bruins are going to enter into the zone. Shot from the corner by a Bruins player. Fortner sends it up to Dylan. Puck was rolling. It's going to hit up off of his chest and down. He's going to come away with it, but it goes back to Campbell. Campbell sends it up to Fortner, I believe, and Fortner sends it to Sentman. Sentman just a little too deep there, but in the right position. Fortner goes in to play the body. The puck's going to come out, travel the length of the ice. It goes down to Miramontes. Miramontes covers, and we'll have a face-off. Line change for the Trojans, 13:04. Knisley comes out for the face-off. He gets set. Puck is dropped. Not really won by anybody, but Winning's going to come away with it. Looking to send it down to himself. It went a little too far off his stick. Winning comes away with it, crossing over like McDavid into the zone. Taking a couple moves, carries it over, great pass over to, I believe it was to Knisley again. Knisley went down, but it was in the right spot. Campbell on the boards at the blue line, comes away with the puck, keeps it in. Puck is on Winning's stick. He is back behind the Bruins goal, but he's taking some body contact. Knisley with it into the corner. He comes away with it again. Takes a shot, goes wide of the net. Smith there to pick it up in the corner, takes a shot, deflected, goes high, wide. Knisley picks it up again. Offense is being generated right now by your Trojans. Schweitzer at the hash marks. He came in to keep that puck in, and Smith stood in his spot. Nice job by Smith to read that and recover for Schweitzer. Puck sent out. Schweitzer's going to be the closest D-man. He's going to pick it up. He takes a look, sends it over to Knisley. Not able to connect. It goes into the zone. Trojans looking to make some change. Good read by Schweitzer. He's going to send it over. Nice pass to Knisley, but it goes through their sticks and into the corner. Smith's there to pick it up into the corner, sent back to Scalise. Scalise tapped it in, but it's going to be cleared by the Bruins. Goes the length of the ice. Miramontes raises his hand and calls for icing as well. So we'll have a face-off down in Bruins territory. 11:28 in the second period. Trojans 3-0. Shots on goal now 17-12. Dillon comes out for the face-off. Face-off won back by Dillon to the point. Beidel took a shot. It was deflected, went into the corner. Scalise is there. He sends it around to Dillon. It goes to Mikolajewski. He's got it. Sends it over to Spirito. Dillon takes a shot deflected to Scalise. Went right to Scalise's stick. It was in a good spot. He almost had an opportunity to redirect that in. Dillon angles the guy over. Scalise comes in for some support and sends him down. Shot by the Bruins, but it rims around and exits out of the zone. Mikolajewski in pursuit. Puck goes back into Trojan territory. Beidel is there to pick it up. Takes a hit. Miramontes with a save. Face-off will be in Trojans territory. Line change. Knisley comes out. Face-off is sitting there, and Beidel's going to come away with it. He's got speed, and it makes a nice wide move. Comes in, takes a shot, goes wide. Smith is in center ice to slow that down and get control of the puck. Still battling. Knisley picks it up, can't quite get it where it needs to go, but sends it up to Smith. Smith makes a move. 2-on-1 develops, sends it over to Winning. Winning takes a shot, save Bruins goalie. Nice play there by the Trojans as Winning and Smith entered into the zone. Trojans are going to change D. Schweitzer and Campbell come out. 10:04, period 2. Knisley takes the face-off. It's won back by the Bruins. Bruins not able to maintain control. Winning picks it up behind the goal line, comes around, takes a shot, save by Bruins. Campbell comes in, takes a shot. It's deflected. Looked like it might have been off of a Trojan player. Schweitzer sends it in deep. Winning's there to collect it. Takes a shot, goes wide. Campbell comes in, takes a shot, also deflected off of a Bruins player's stick. Campbell comes in real close, says, I want some of this offensive fun. Campbell's right up close, takes a hard shot, still slamming that stick. It was still loose there for a moment. The referee was yelling, loose, loose. And until you hear a whistle, you keep on digging. Trojans change lines. Nice aggressive play by Campbell to take a step there and try to bury that thing. Dillon comes out. He has McGowan and Saunders Jr. Face-off won by Dillon. Back to Campbell. Campbell takes a shot. It's deflected. Battling is McGowan. Bruins player is going to come away with it. 3-on-2 develops, and they are off sides with a late hit. Not sure there's going to be a call on that, but it was a really weak whistle from the referee, and it was very clearly off sides. Bruins were off sides, and referee needed to blow that whistle a little louder. Face-off won back by Trojans, but a little slow to react. Bruins player has it, goes back behind the net. Bruins player does a stop and start. Going to be picked up by Saunders. Saunders is going to go with McGowan. McGowan's going to want a piece of the action. He comes in with speed as well. Bruins player steals the puck away. Schweitzer's there in front of Miramontes to get the puck. Schweitzer with it along the boards. Dillon has it. Dillon's looking to get some speed, but he sends it up smartly to Saunders Jr. Dillon's going to come away with it again. Takes a shot, goes high and wide. Campbell comes in, takes a step. Dillon has the puck, goes around behind the net, sends it over to Saunders Jr. Great pass. Saunders Jr. not able to quite connect, but was in the right spot. And it was saved by the Bruins. Shots on goal now 20-13. Trojans continuing to look good offensively. They are up 3-0, 8:32, period 2. Face-off by Knisley, won back by the Trojans. Some good face-off wins here by the Trojans. Shot, Knisley goes a little wide. Knisley's having a really good game right now. Spirito goes back. He's the closest D to collect the puck. Bruins player is in pursuit, slashes at Spirito's skates. Bruins player comes in to make a hit, but doesn't really connect. Winning's going to come away with it. He's got speed through the neutral zone. Puck comes off his stick, but he's still hard on the puck and able to maintain. Sends it in front. Puck is in possession of the Trojans right now. Winning is in front. Smith sends it. Winning trying to be ready, and it's in the corner now with Knisley. Knisley battling the Bruins player. Puck rims around the other direction. Smith activates, goes in, uses his body to slow him down. Oh my. Winning tried to be fancy and send it between his legs to the Bruins goaltender, but goaltender was able to read it. Line change for the Trojans. Dillon comes out for the face-off. He's got Fortner and Sentman. Face-off won by the Trojans. It goes back to Beidel. Beidel takes a shot. It's hard on net, low. Save by the Bruins goalie. Puck's still back behind the net. Sentman has it. Sentman sends it up, but it's deflected. Trojans control it at the blue line. Beidel steps in, takes a shot. It goes a little bit wide. Dillon takes a shot from behind. Looks like net might have come off there too by the Bruins goaltender. Good puck movement overall by all the lines. 7-11, period 2, Trojans 3-0. Dillon gets set, goes to hit that puck forward. The Bruins are going to come away with it, but a good stick by Beidel keeps it in the zone. Beidel steps up again, sends it in. Great defensive play there by Beidel. Sentman goes into the corner, makes a nice move, passes it to himself. Dillon's going to dig it out, come away with it. He takes a shot across the front. Actually looked like a pass over to Fortner. Fortner almost connected. Beidel looked to send that up, but it was deflected off of the skates of the Bruins player. Puck was bouncing. Bruins come away with it. Along the boards, the puck is kind of stuck. Dillon's there to help dig it out. He's going to come away with it. Sentman comes in with puck support. Great job by Sentman following that puck and offering puck support. Puck still along the boards. Fortner sends it back in. It's a foot race there for Dillon and the Bruins player. Dillon comes away with it. He's going to send it into outer space. Tried to send a backhand, and it went a little too high into the netting. 6:09, second period. Trojans currently leading the Bruins 3-0. Knisley comes out. He wins the puck back to Schweitzer. Schweitzer takes some time to think about what he's going to do. Puck is sent over to defense. Campbell took a shot. It goes wide. Schweitzer with it, sends it back in. Winning goes back behind the net. He has the puck, sends it back out to Campbell. Campbell takes a shot. It's blocked by a sliding, diving Bruins player who sacrificed his body to block that shot. Schweitzer sends it up to Smith, but Smith not able to keep it on his stick. And the puck's going to be cleared the length of the ice. No icing. It looked like it might have been tipped. Knisley has the puck. He chips it up to Smith. Smith looked to give it back to Knisley. Winning's there in the neutral zone to try and pick it up. Knisley comes in hard with speed. gets the puck to Winning. It went up a little too hard. Winning able to get a shot off. It went up and was saved by the Bruins goalie, Carson Smith, with a nice cut and reverse, but Bruins able to knock it off of his stick. Puck back behind the net. Winning has it. Winning with control. He has time. He makes a pass, and it's going to be deflected by Bruins. Tip, no ice. Play resumes. 4:48 in first period. Schweitzer takes a hit, loses the puck. It goes to Knisely. Knisely sends it over to Smith. Smith does a nice stretch pass. Winning called for it. Winning has it. Goes into the zone. Did a cut and reverse. Sends it into Knisely. Knisely over to Smith. Shot, digging, and save. Trojans change up. 4:30, second period. Good to see some nice passing taking place among your Troy Trojans. Dylan gets set for the face-off. He has Scalise and Mikolajewski. Puck won back by Beidel. Beidel didn't have time to get a shot off. He backhands it into the zone. Sent over in front, back to the boards, and it hops over Beidel's stick, goes in the direction of Miramontes. Spirito is there. Oh my goodness, player in hot pursuit, hit from behind. Spirito goes down. Not sure who came in there hard with speed to help support Spirito. Spirito, it looks like he's okay, but he was certainly pushed hard from behind. Don't know that Spirito knew that that guy was coming as hard as he was. Beidel came in to his defense, and both players, Trojans and Bruins, are going to go to the box. So that was definitely a dirty hit, if you want to go back and watch that again on Spirito, because he did not have possession of the puck, and he had momentum going into the boards and was pushed really hard into the boards. So looks like he's okay. He's on the ice and playing well, but not a good move there by the Bruins player. The referees are talking, having some words, figuring out exactly what the call is. Rough on Trojans and cross-check on Bruins. 5-on-5, so they're offsetting penalties. Retaliation sometimes warranted to defend your comrades. However, it can also take away an opportunity. Dylan gets set, face off, puck drop. Picked up by Scalise. Scalise sends it out to the blue line. It's rimmed around by Bruins player. Redirected. Spirito there to pick it up. Bruins player was able to send it back around. Spirito in pursuit. Sends the puck. Spirito's going to come away with it. He's got speed. Spirito's fast. He sends that puck over to Scalise. It went off of Mikolajewski's stick. Scalise with it. Takes a shot on net. Goes up. Goes back to Scalise. Scalise takes another good shot. Two nice shots there by Scalise. Puck exits the zone. Goes to Schweitzer. Schweitzer has it. Sends it in. Rimmed around. It's going to be a little dump and chase. Dylan goes into the corner. Collects the puck. Takes a body. Redirected by the Bruins along the board. And goes through the neutral zone to Schweitzer. Schweitzer's going to get it. He's going to chip it up to Mikolajewski. Puck kind of got stuck there. Mikolajewski has it. He's going to skate wide. He sends it over and around back behind. Not sure where the puck's at, and it's going to be saved. Line change for the Trojans, 2:58, period 2. Knisely comes out, joined by Smith and Winning. Campbell and Schweitzer on D. Puck drop, and whistle blows. I think the referee thought that they went a little too fast on the face-off. So Knisely gets kicked off of the face-off circle. Winning goes in. Winning takes it. It goes along the boards. Winning's going to come away with it, but it's knocked away by the Bruins player, who travels back behind the net. Bruins have it along the boards with speed. Referee gets in the way. Winning somehow comes away with it. Winning has it with speed into the zone. He's going to make a move, and it's going to be deflected. Smith takes a shot, also deflected. Bruins player is going to come away with it. Schweitzer took a little step there. Oh, goodness. Took a step and fell down and had to foot race there to get back, but the Bruins player was not able to finish. 2-on-1 develops, Winning with it, takes a shot, and it's top shelf. Goal by your Trojans. Goalie went down. Winning saw daylight, took advantage of it. Trojans are going to go up now 4-0 in the second period. 2:16. Shots on goal, 25-13. Sounds like it was Winning, assisted by Smith. Smith with it, sends it back up to Winning, and they're looking to repeat what just happened. Campbell's able to keep the puck in, sends it backhand almost in front of the Bruins goalie. Winning sends it over Knisely. Knisely sends it shot on goal, save and put into the corner. Winning with it, goes along the boards. Campbell took a step, looks to keep it in. It comes out. Schweitzer is back as security. He's going to enter into the corner. Puck back behind the net. Smith has it, looks for that stretch pass to Winning, almost able to get it. Bruins looking to smack it at this point and send it in. Bruins are going to come away with it. It stayed in the zone. Puck bounced over Schweitzer's stick. Schweitzer battling. Bruins player falls on his own accord, and Miramontes covers the puck. 1:23 on the clock in the second period. Trojans get fresh legs out. Whistle blows. Dylan gets set. He's going to come away with the puck. It's a foot race. Oh, offsides, unfortunately. Looked like maybe both of the Trojan wings were offsides on that. Dylan talking to the referee. .1:15, Dylan gets set. He's actually taking a look. He pulled out of the face-off circle because a couple Bruins kids were getting off the ice. Face-off puck is won back by Dylan. He's into the zone, but then the puck comes out. Puck goes into Trojan territory. Spirito is there with speed. He clogs up the lane. Dylan is able to come away with it. He sends a great pass over to McGowan. McGowan with speed enters into the zone. McGowan and Saunders Jr. Saunders Jr. is in the right position. McGowan sends it back to the point. Spirito had yelled for it. Dylan collects the puck, sends it up in front. Spirito took a step, not able to get it. He missed it with the stick and was going to use the skate. Couldn't quite get it. A shot goes off and Miramontes makes a save. 35.6 seconds. Face off in Trojan territory. Puck drop. Spirito comes into play, has it along the boards. Bruins player digs it out. Oh my, there was a Bruins player sitting there. That puck came out. That was offsides, but the referees, yes, he's yelling off. I thought he said good. He's yelling off, and so the Bruins have to clear. That gives them time. 16 seconds left in the second period. Winning enters into the zone, has it in the corner. Knisely there to support. Spirito's on the point, makes a step. Bruins player is able to get by. He's entering into the zone, and the whistle sounds. That brings period 2 to a close. Trojans are up 4-0 in the second period. Shots on goal, 27-13. So your Trojans are looking nice. Lots of offensive opportunities, passes, and shots. So we're going to get an ice cut here. Zamboni's going to come out and resurface the ice. And we'll take a brief pause and come back to you for third period action here from historic Hobart Arena for the Battle of Troy between your Troy Trojans and the Troy Bruins. All right, folks, welcome back. Third period action is about ready to get underway. We'd like to, as always, thank our sponsors for supporting Troy Trojan hockey here in wonderful Troy, Ohio. Your Trojans are gathering just outside the rink, ready to get back on the ice. The referees are pegging the nets, looking for any errant pucks, and Zamboni doors are closing up right now. Miramontes leads the Trojans back on the ice, where they are currently up 4-0 against the Troy Bruins. This is a battle of Troy. Shots on goal so far for your Trojans are 27-13. 15 minutes gets set back on the clock. As a reminder, if you'd like to know more about the Troy Trojans, if you'd like to buy merchandise, if you'd like to be able to see the roster for who these young athletes are, these student athletes, you can go to trojanhockey.com, where you can see the roster, and there is a spirit store to purchase hoodies, shirts, etc. So, referee blows the whistle. Trojans head to the bench. They receive last-minute instructions from Coach Preston Howes and assistant coach Lee Underwood. One, two, three, Troy is the chant, and we are ready for third period action. Again, Trojans up 4-0, looking nice in this game so far. Lots of opportunities offensively. Carson Smith takes the face-off. It is one back to Schweitzer. Schweitzer sends it up along the boards. Knisley has the puck, enters into the zone, takes his time, takes a shot. It goes high and wide off the glass. Winning with it, but loses it, goes back to Schweitzer. Schweitzer takes a shot. Campbell's at the point. He's able to collect it, carries it in, takes another shot. It goes wide as well. Schweitzer goes in pursuit of the puck. No ice. Puck stops and gets stuck in the water from the Zamboni. Nicely has it, sends it up, stretch pass to Winning, but Winning wasn't able to get his stick on it, and it is icing. Trojans change up. Face-off will be in Trojan territory. Dylan gets set for the face-off. Puck is one back to Beidel. Beidel sends it up to Fortner. Fortner comes in to take a check, but the puck is rimmed around. Sentman has the puck. He kicks it up to Dylan. Dylan with speed enters into the zone. Fortner is there as well. Dylan sends it over to Fortner. Fortner not able to connect on it. Sentman back checking. Bruins player comes with speed, 2-on-2. And Sentman with a nice hit along the boards gets that puck back. Shot by the Bruins. And save Miramontes. Trojans change. Forwards. Spirito and Beidel remain on D. Knisley comes for the face-off. It's one back by the Bruins. Bruins player takes a shot from the point rather. It goes wide. Winning sends it back around behind the net. Puck's in the corner. Beidel digs it out. Shot across is picked up. Oh, good pass by Winning to Smith. Smith breakaway, takes a shot. Oh, goodness. Initial shot was saved, but rebound was sitting there. Smith was able to get his own rebound, but Bruins able to make a save. Trojans change up defense. Schweitzer and Campbell come out on D. Puck drops, scrambles, Knisley tries to get a shot off, goes to Winning. Winning able to get a shot, goes high. Schweitzer steps in. Nicely almost able to keep that puck in, but it comes out, collected by Campbell. Campbell has it on his stick. He sends it up along the boards into Bruins territory. Winning goes in, applies pressure. Schweitzer's on the board, along with Nicely. Puck comes out. Schweitzer sends it up to Smith. Smith with it and generating speed, doing nice crossovers. Takes a shot, save, blocker, put into the corner by the Bruins goalie. Winning with aggressive play behind the net, not able to maintain control of the puck. It's going to squeak out of the zone. Schweitzer is in pursuit along with Nicely. Nicely did a good job getting back, but he misses the puck there. Kind of got stuck in some of the wet area from the Zamboni. Shot from the point goes wide into the corner. Shot from the point deflected into the corner. Perry goes in, uses his body to protect the puck, sends it up along the boards. Puck still not cleared. Schweitzer looks to reverse play, send it up to Smith. Actually going to be picked up by Nicely. Nice breakout there by the Trojans. Nicely with it, enters into the zone. He's got support from Winning and Smith. Sends it over to Winning. It's on his stick. Bruins player put pressure and it was deflected into the corner. Smith tried to get it as well, but Bruins are going to come away with it. It's sent along the boards into Trojan territory where Schweitzer will pick it up. And several Trojan players are changing. Miklachevsky has it and sends it back around behind the net. Schweitzer with it as well. He'll reverse, but nope, decides to send it up to Scalise. Scalise, whoa, it's a shot. Save Miramontes. Goes up and out into Bruins territory. Bruins lob pass. Campbell's there, almost able to get it, cycles back. He was looking to break that into the zone. Dillon cycles and tags back up. Puck goes back down, no icing. Schweitzer takes a look. He's going to continue to carry the puck. Sends it over to Scalise. Offsides is the call, so the Trojans need to cycle out. Puck goes back around Miramontes. Campbell with a hit. Puck still back behind the net. Beidel has it, sends it up around the corner. Scalise able to backhand it up and out. Miklachevsky in hot pursuit. Dillon comes in for some support. Miklachevsky has it in the corner. Dillon has it in the corner, sends it back around to Miklachevsky. Puck's kind of in people's feet there. Winning has it. He's going to cut and send it in, and it's blocked, and Bruins come away with it. Bruins player takes a hit from Campbell. Campbell put him down. Campbell sent it around, but it's going to be picked up by Beidel. Beidel has it up to Winning. Winning chips it over to himself. Winning's got it. He's got a 3-on-1 developing. Winning takes a pass over to Miklachevsky, who takes a shot, but it goes a little wide. Dillon comes away with it. Dillon has it. It comes off his stick, goes to a Bruins player, and no icing. It was tipped. Spirito goes back to get the puck. Bruins player, and nobody really kind of came away. It's just trickled out. Winning to Smith in the neutral zone. Smith in pursuit. Puck sitting. Beidel makes a move, keeps it in. Almost hits the referee. Smith by himself in the corner with the puck behind the Bruins goal. The Bruins player is able to chip it up and out of the zone. Spirito there to slow things down, send it back up and out to Winning. Winning has it on his stick. It's knocked away. Almost had an opportunity to pass it over to Smith if it wasn't knocked away. Ends up being a save by Bruins goaltender. 8:35 third period. Trojans up 4-0. Shots on goal 29-15. Nisley comes out. He gets set. He has Winning and Smith. Spirito and Beidel on D. Puck goes back behind Trojans goal. Beidel on the blue line, able to keep it in play. Up, trickles out, second time. Bruins do a cross-ice pass. Spirito's there to make a play on the puck and the body. Knisley comes away with it, goes back behind the Trojan net, looks to clear it out, but gets it back on his own stick, sends it over to Winning, but intercepted and sent back in. Beidel has it on his stick, long stretch pass. Winning looking to cheat the zone there, but it was caught by one of the Bruins players' skates. Hit and call is going to be on the Bruins. Another hook there, goodness gracious. Shot, almost scored. Winning took a nice hard shot. Call is going to be against the Trojans. Goodness gracious, we have some really poor sportsmanship taking place here. I mean, that was just uncalled for. It looks like that player is going to be ejected from the game. He came over in frustration to the penalty box and slammed his stick down, broke his stick, and he is stormed off. Referees are talking, trying to sort out exactly what just happened. Frustration's clearly building for the Bruins. They're going to have to send someone to the box to serve that penalty. Referee still talking to the scorekeeper to try and sort this one out. So not sure if it was caught on camera there, but that player out of frustration came to the penalty box, took his stick, slammed it down so hard, and then kind of threw it out over the glass into the stands. I think that at that point he knew he would be ejected, and he just excused himself from play. So 7:43, third period, 4-0, 29-15 our shots on goal. Dillon takes the face off. Puck is dropped. One back by Dillon to Winning. Winning with it. Nice moves. Able to maintain control, sends it back to the point. Campbell takes a shot. It's going to be a save by Bruins goaltender. So a 5-on-4 right now. 2 minutes on the penalty, but it's currently 1:52 remaining. Dillon gets set. Wins the puck back to the point. Shot. Oh, that shot hurt that Bruins player. He went down. It was a big, hard shot from Big Brady Campbell. And limping away goes the Bruins player. Campbell with the puck. He carries it into the zone. Sends it across the front of the net. Winning not quite there. Almost able, but not quite. Smith gets the puck. There's one Bruins player in pursuit. Puck sent up to Winning. Winning with it in the neutral zone. Loses control. It gets sent back down to Miramontes. He's able to send it into the corner, and we'll look to break it out again. 1:13 left on the power play. Carson Smith enters into the zone. He goes wide. Dillon was there in the middle, but not quite ready. He comes away with the puck, able to make a move and keep the puck. Doing lots of dancing, sends it back and around, tries to get it to Smith. It's going to be kept at the line by Schweitzer. Dillon comes back to relieve Schweitzer. Winning has it in front. Winning skates it in, and save by Bruins goaltender. 6:29 remains in the third period. And Trojans get fresh legs. Knisley comes out. He has Saunders Jr. and McGowan as his wings. Bruins are going to come away and clear, looking to kill time on the penalty. It goes back to Miramontes. He stops it. Spirito collects, goes back behind the net. Oh, they both get tangled up. And looks like, oh, Knisley had it. Was almost going to go out of the zone with lots of speed, but somehow it popped off his stick. Beidel has it, goes deep. Knisley is covering for Beidel at the point. Knisley actually asking for it. Hard shot by Spirito. Deflected into the corner. Sent back to Spirito. Spirito has it. He's going to make a nice little pass over to the wing. It goes to Knisely. Knisely's going to send it back. It was bobbling a little bit. Shot. Another shot. It's still floating there in front. Beidel takes another shot, and it's going to be a save. That one was hard enough to hear from the stands off the pads. 5:34 third period. Shots on goal, 35-16. Trojans get set. Knisely with the face-off. It goes into Bruins territory. Campbell able to keep it at the point. Puck kind of rolls out. Smith has it on his stick. He's entering into the zone with speed. Takes a nice hard shot. It goes wide off the glass. Knisely's in the corner. Smith's going to come away with it, takes another shot. It's deflected off of, looked like maybe winning, and kind of took a weird bounce, but the Bruins able to cover. 5:08 third period. Knisely gets set. He wins the puck over to Trojans player, but a Bruins player is able to come away with it. Campbell is there, sends it up the boards to Winning. Winning, nice chip to himself. Knisely is open. Winning has it, sends it over. It deflects off of the Bruins goalie. Carson's going to come away with it, but it goes back off of his skates. He's going to pick it up again and maintain control. He almost got a shot off, but couldn't quite load up. Knisely has it back behind the net. Winning's going to come away with it. Winning has it, sends it into Smith. Smith one time not able to connect. Schweitzer has it on D. Looked to get the puck out, but it came off of his stick. He's got a little time now. It goes back into the corner. He sends it up along the boards to Carson. Carson Smith has it. Going to be stolen away by the Bruins. Bruins have it entering into the zone. It goes rims around back behind Miramontes. Campbell's there. He does a shoulder check to look and see if anybody's there. Nobody is. He's got some time. Looks to break it out, but it's intercepted by a Bruins player. Bruins send it up in front of the net. Nobody's there. Shot from the point. Goes wide. Again, nobody there. Winning's going to come away with it. 2-on-2 develops. Winning has it. Tries to make a move. It gets caught in the Bruins player's stick. And now we have a goal. Looked like maybe that one was Knisely again, I believe. Winning helped make it happen. Not entirely sure of that, but Winning, Knisely, and Smith were part of the magic that made that happen. .337 in the third period. Shots on goal, 37-16. Trojans continuing to be offensively strong. Dillon comes out with Fortner and Sentman. Face-off goes along the boards. Dillon in pursuit. Bruins rim it around. Fortner's there to pick it up, keep it in. Bruins player comes away with it, sends it up and along the boards. Beidel able to keep it in. It comes out of the zone. Spirito steps. Oh, goodness. Referee almost got hit on that one. Miramontes actually had to make a save there. And does. Second save. It goes in between his pads, and he's able to squeeze it down. The referee's holding something in his hand. Looked like a chain or maybe a piece of rope or thread or something. Miramontes checks his pads, makes sure they're okay. Puck drop. One back by Trojans to Smith. Smith sends it to Winning. Winning chips it to himself along the boards. Winning to his end, takes a shot low, deflected. 2:45 left on the third period clock. Knisely goes into the corner. Smith able to keep that in, but it's going to be deflected off the shin pads of the Bruins player. Bruins player enters in, tries to take a shot, goes in front. Oh my, that may have been off the crossbar. I think it was. Miramontes is giving a great big smooch. Smith has it entering into the zone, takes a shot, glove save by the Bruins goaltender. So Miramontes still giving that crossbar a little love. No goal. Trojans are up 5-0, 2:19. Looks like they're going to come away with this, period 3. So we've got Dillon, Miklachevsky, Scalise. Miklachevsky comes in, gets a shot, but it's deflected back to Schweitzer. Schweitzer sends it back around. Bruins are looking to clear it out. And it does clear out. Campbell is able to pick it up, but looks like we're going to have an interference call on the Trojans. So Schweitzer heads to the box. It was a pretty weak call. I happened to see it myself. It would look like a size difference type of call. So Schweitzer's in the box, 2 minutes. It'll be 5-on-4 hockey, and Trojans are on the penalty kill. Beidel comes away with it, sends it to Smith. Smith enters into the zone with speed, takes a shot, saved by the Bruins goaltender. Again, he looks like he pushed the net off its peg. Not quite sure if it's off or not. It may be a little dislodged, maybe not. He also gives the pipe a little squeeze. Face off, goes to the boards. Bruins look to do a big stretch pass and do, but Campbell is there to pick up the puck and send it back and around to Winning. Winning looked to chip it off to himself. Oh, puck was still spinning around in the air. Winning has it. He goes in speed, gets a wide stance, carries it over to the corner, looks to set something up. Smith cycles, goes in front, sends it. Winning does, but it got intercepted and sent over to Campbell. Campbell steps in, sends it over. Winning with it, does a cut and reverse. Shot, save, another shot. Almost, the Trojans are digging hard there. 1:09 on the clock. Trojans look like they're on the power play, even though they're on the penalty kill. Shots now 42, if I'm reading that right, 42-16. That is the story of this game. 1:09. Dillon comes out. Face off one back to the Trojans. Campbell sends it around. Dillon is in pursuit. Along the boards, it's kept in by Beidel. Dillon chases it down again. Able to get it is Knisley. He takes a shot and it's saved. .50 seconds on the clock. Trojans winning 5-0. 44 seconds remain on the Schweitzer penalty. Dillon gets set. Face off one by the Bruins. It's collected at the blue line by Campbell. Dillon does a nice little steal. Able to keep it in. Campbell takes a shot, deflected. It's back on the back of the net. Dillon trying to do something with it. It gets stolen away by the Bruins. Sent back in to Campbell. Dillon has it again. He does a move, trying to make something happen. Loses the puck. Bruins player comes away with it. And it's 17 seconds left on the clock. This will be one of the last opportunities to do something with it if they're going to do something with it. 11 seconds on the clock. Beidel has it along the boards. Looking to clear. Campbell, it kind of got stuck in his hands. And that's the clock. Trojans are victorious. 5-0, your final score from historic Hobart Arena, where the shots on goal tell the tale of this game. 43 shots on goal by your Troy Trojans to the 16 by the Troy Bruins. So there's only one victor tonight in Troy, Ohio, and that is your Troy Trojans. We'd like to thank all of our friends and family for joining us and watching these live stream events. Thank you to our camera crew. Again, if you want to learn more about your Troy Trojans, you can Google us, look up Troy Varsity Hockey, where you can learn about your Troy Trojans. Follow us on social media. There's a Troy Trojans Facebook page and also Troy Athletics, where you can stay up to date with other Troy Trojan athletic events and activities. So the handshake line takes place, and we're going to call it a night here from historic Hobart Arena. Thank you for joining us. Have a wonderful evening, and as always, go Troy.